Hey, darlings, how you doing? I'd say come on in and make a coffee, but as you can see, I'm sitting in my car. Got some minutes to kill before I go to work. Just want to come out and talk to you for a moment. I'm hoping to bring you an early Christmas gift. And that gift is the gift of awakening. The gift of awakening, darling. So, I've been thinking, oh God, when Char thinks, look out. God. Anyways, what I want you to do, so you do something for me, and we'll talk about it, okay? Let me know what you think. I want you, I don't have my eyeballs on. Must be different, huh? You can see my eyes. Anyways, what I was thinking is I want you to get up off the couch for a moment, okay? Stop thinking what you're thinking, and I want you to put on your person's shoes and your person's coat. All right? Just, I know you got imagination. I know you do. Imagine it. Imagine it. Put it in there. And I want you to, I don't care if it's a woman, if you're a guy and you're watching this, if it's a woman, I don't care. Put on her high heels, put on her coat. Imagine it. And for you girls out there, my girlfriends, put on their big old clunky size 12s or 13s or whatever they're wearing. And put on their coat. Think about it. I want you to turn into them. So, really manifest that you are them. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's wake up. How do you feel? How do you feel, darling? Think about it. Think about what their personality is like. How do you feel, darling? How do you feel? Well, you're obviously not feeling too much for the person that you left behind in a tower. Person that's crashing and burning and falling apart. You're obviously not thinking about them, because if you were, you'd be there. You'd be on the phone. You'd be texting. You'd be concerned. So how do you feel, darling? How do you feel? Are you stoned, drunk, having a good time? Are you with your buddies or your girlfriends, laughing it up? Cheers. How do you feel, babe? Really feel it. Think about their personality type. Think about them, who they are, what they act like, what they speak like. And how do you feel? I want you to sit up and take notice here. Santa Claus has come to town, darling. I want you to sit up and take notice. Now, I'm not saying all of them are out having a good time. There are some of them that are in a tower moment too. There are some of them that are grieving the loss of you. I don't understand why they're not coming forward, but then again, I don't understand why you're not going forward either. I don't understand why nobody's busting a move. If you truly think that this person might be suffering, why aren't you going there? Maybe they should put your coat and shoes on. So, darling, If you think that person's hurting, pick up the phone. Drop the pride. Drop the ache and the pain. Give them a text. Give them a call. Say, hey, I was wondering how you're doing, and if we can talk this out. Why they're not moving, I don't know. Maybe they're afraid. Maybe they just don't think it's going to work. Maybe they think there's just too much BS. I don't know. But someone's going to move, right? If you want this to work, someone's going to move. So, but what are a lot of them doing? That's what I want you to know. I want you to understand that you're sitting there and laying there all wrapped up in your blankie and laying on the couch and going through a tower moment and feeling bad and feeling worthless and lifeless and useless and hurt and pain and suffering. And there's really no need for it, because if they're not suffering on the other end, then what's going on? Why do we suffer? Why do we suffer for someone who just doesn't give a shit? Now it's time to wake up. There's so much more out there. So much more. And here we are, day and night, suffering and grieving and hoping and praying and manifesting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Darling. And we're waiting for something that might never, ever happen. It's time to hit reality. It's time to understand. Sometimes it's just time to just friggin' move on. Because there's so much more waiting for you out there. The hurt and pain that you've been through, your reward is probably just around the corner. I know it is. Not probably. I know it is. So, darlings, this is a new day. A whole new day. Get dressed. Clean yourself up. Set your mind straight. Go on out. It's Saturday. Go on out. Even if you go by yourself, go. Go out. Stop at the food court, have something to eat, go to the mall. And even if nothing happens, hey, do it again tomorrow. Just keep doing it. Keep going out there. If you're lucky, like my friend Laura, it'll come to your door. But it's not very often that happens. It doesn't normally come to your door. Get out there. Realize that you got so much to give. Realize that your heart is huge, no matter how much pain it's in. Realize how much love you have to give to somebody. And a lot of times you'll find once you start moving on, they come back. And then that's a whole new set of problems there. Do you want them? Do you want to go back there? So I want you to do good. I want you to really, really concentrate how you feel when you put on their shoes and their coat. Really concentrate. Think about their personality type. What are they doing? How do they feel? And how do I feel? Have a blessed day, darlings. God love you. Maybe I'll pop out tonight and we'll do a read. We'll see how tired I am. But I keep smiling. Because maybe that someone is out there waiting for me today. God love you, darlings. Namaste. Namaste, darlings.